Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the benefits of having a copper surface over maybe a stainless steel or plastic surface. You may have read in the news or seen in an article how bacteria and viruses can survive on a stainless steel surface for up to 4 days. And you've seen maybe somewhere that copper has this ability to start to make the virus or the bacteria die off very quickly. So I wanted to kind of talk you through what that looks like in a graph. And don't worry if you're not a math person, this isn't a complicated graph, just real simple. So over here we've got our bacteria count or our virus count. So you'll see that kind of going up, and then time down here on the x-axis. So let's say we had a door handle that was made out of stainless steel. And let's say time goes on and then someone touches that door handle. So we've got the bacteria or virus count going up. I'm going to switch markers here. Here we go. There it is. All right, so we've got our bacteria or virus count going up here. Right when they touch it, there's all of a sudden these bacteria on the handle now. Well, what's going to happen is over time, that bacteria is going to start to grow exponentially, right? And then someone else is going to touch it. So we've got our second time here, someone else touched it, and that bacteria count jumps up even more. They've deposited more on there, or maybe maybe it jumps down a little bit. We'll just assume in this example that it's going to jump up here, and then that bacteria. Now we've got this deposit of bacteria or virus on there is going to continue to grow over time exponentially. And then let's say we have another person touch it at some other time here, jumps up again, and it's going to continue again to grow exponentially. So this would be an example of a stainless steel surface. Our bacteria and virus count is going to continue to grow over time. Now maybe in 4 days, maybe if you give this enough time and nobody's touched it for 4 days, you might see that start to kind of rise and then decline way out here over time. But as long as people are continuing to touch that, your count is going to continue to grow like this. Now let's contrast that with a copper surface. So a copper clean sticker that you stuck on, the patch you stuck on the door handle, and now you've got the same touch. So that bacteria count jumps up right away, right? There's viruses, bacteria on the person's hands deposited onto the door handle. Well, now instead of increasing over time, that starts to decrease exponentially over time. And then you've got, let's say, another touch here. So it jumps back up again. Well, once again, that copper is going to do what it does best at killing the bacteria and the virus, and that's going to decrease exponentially over time. So even though that bacteria or virus count jumps up just the same way it did with the stainless steel when someone touches it, over time, it just goes down exponentially. And it takes, as you've seen in the articles, up to 4 hours for it to be 99.9% eliminated. But because it's exponential, a lot of that decrease happens almost immediately. As the ions start to penetrate the cell membranes of the bacteria and viruses, we see this die-off of the bacteria and viruses over time. And so really this is the benefit of a product like Copper Clean, is instead of increasing over time as a stainless steel surface would or as a plastic surface would, we're seeing decreases over time. Even though there are jumps in bacteria or virus counts, they continue to decrease over time, and you have now a much fewer bacteria or viruses at this point on the copper surface than you do on the stainless steel surface.